Back in college, I wasn't invisible. I was just ignored. No one cared if I spoke or stayed quiet. I was just there. People didn't notice me, and the ones who did, they treated me like background noise. I wasn't clueless, but I was silent. I didn't know how to respond, how to stand up, how to make them stop. They laughed behind my back and smiled to my face. I knew it, but I pretended I didn't. Until one day, I found a video, just like this one. It wasn't about positivity. It wasn't about being nicer. It was about presence, about how to use psychological strength to make people step back and take notice. I saved that video, watched it every night, and then I stopped watching. I started applying. Within days, the shift was obvious. The way people looked at me changed. They didn't laugh. They didn't joke. They didn't even make eye contact without hesitation. The same people who used to mock me now filtered their words around me. That's when I understood. If you want to change how people treat you, stop asking, start directing. And that's what I'll show you today. 4 simple but powerful mental strategies that flip the social dynamic in your favor. Anyone can use them, but not everyone should, especially the last one, because it can really shift someone's state of mind. Let's begin. Tactic 1. Control your mind before you try shaping others. This is where most people fall. They want influence, while being dragged by their own impulses. You can't guide others. When you're guided by urges, you wake up, pick up your phone, and boom, your focus is already hijacked. You didn't even start the day. Your dopamine did. You call yourself strong, but can't go an hour without checking who liked your post. You say you're focused, but scroll for 40 minutes before opening a book. You act cool, but lose your mind when someone ignores your text. You're not in control, you're controlled. And that's exactly why this next move is your first real test of strength. I daily exercise these. Every time something triggers you, write it. Not in your notes, on paper. Let it bleed. Don't make any decision until you've looked at both sides, like a chessboard. Identify the stimulus. Is it your phone, a person, a habit? Cut it. Not tomorrow, today. But let me warn you, once you've quieted your mind and people still don't respect you, it's not because you're weak. It's because you're predictable. Tactic 2, predictability is a weakness. Every time someone annoys you, you argue. Every time someone compliments you, you soften. Every time someone challenges you, you defend. Congratulations, you just gave them your instruction manual. They know how you'll respond before you do, and that makes you easy to beat. Want to be impactful? Be unpredictable. Imagine this, you're locked in a room with a lion. You panic, but you can read the lion's body language. You know when it's going to move. You survive. Now imagine you're locked in a room with a man. He just stares, says nothing, no emotion, no warning. You don't know what he'll do or when. That's when fear kicks in, not from strength, but from the unknown. Be that unknown, and here's how you start breaking your patterns and training unpredictability. I exercise this too. If they expect anger, stay silent. If they expect silence, speak coldly. Delay your reactions. Make people wait. Let them wonder. Then, next time, switch it. Again, pattern breakers always win because no one knows their next move, and you don't need force when no one can predict your game. Tactic 3. Silence wins battles. Words. Can't you think words give you power? They don't. Words reveal your hand. Silence keeps people guessing. In school, I remember once being asked a question in front of the class. I paused. People laughed. They thought I didn't know the answer. 3 seconds later, I gave the correct response. The room went dead quiet. No claps, no laughter, just shock. That's when I realized silence isn't awkward, it's ammunition. You don't need to talk your way into power. You need to hold back. Most people overshare. They think talking more makes them look smarter, but every extra word is a weakness revealed. They give away emotions, intentions, insecurities, all in the name of confidence. So how do you turn silence from a passive habit into an active edge? Start here. That's how I weaponize my silence. 3-second rule. Pause before answering anything. It makes people uncomfortable. Good. Let them feel it. Minimal replies. Use yes, no, maybe. No need to explain. Let them wonder what you're really thinking. Cliffhanger method. Start a sentence, then stop. Let them finish it in their head. That's where the real control begins. With silence, you control the pace, the pressure, the power. Let others run their mouths. You just observe. They'll say too much. You'll say just enough, and that's how you win. Tactic 4, reverse intent. The hidden switch. It works best when they think they're in control. Here's the truth. People don't like being pushed, but if they believe the idea was theirs, they'll protect it, they'll chase it, they'll commit to it. That's the power of subtle direction. You don't push, you pull away, and let them lean in. Want someone to step forward? Act like it's not for them. Say things like, "Don't worry about it, I'll handle it. You probably wouldn't enjoy this anyway." Now they're curious. Now they're engaged. Now it's their idea, and they're doing it, not because you nudged, but because they want to prove you wrong. Here's the 4-step breakdown. 1. Understand their ego. Most people want to feel free, like they make their own calls. Feed that quietly. 2. Withdraw interest. Act like you don't care. Step back. Let silence become pressure. 3. Plant the seed. Mention the thing, but act like it's not for them. You'd crush it, but yeah, I get why you'd avoid the risk. Now their mind spins. Wait, what risk? Why wouldn't I crush it? And just like that, they want in. 4. Let them believe it was their idea. Don't claim credit, don't smirk, just nod, and let them think they led the way. This tactic is quiet, strategic, unseen. When done right, it doesn't feel like direction. It feels like choice, but always remember, you're not forcing, you're framing through absence, not pressure. Sometimes the strongest nudge is simply, don't. People crave freedom, and the sharpest minds, they offer it. With a thread, let them move, let them feel untethered, but make sure every road leads back to you. That's real presence, not power through control, but through awareness. This isn't about being nice or harsh. It's about awareness. This isn't a game, it's real life. Fire warms your home. Fire burns it down. Water keeps you alive. Water floods cities. Same with these principles. Influence, framing, social awareness. They aren't good or bad. They're neutral tools. How you use them, that's up to you. Want to become sharper, quieter, more in tune? Use them wisely. Use them to stay grounded. Use them to read people and rooms. But don't preach. Don't flex. Stay quiet. Try one. Test it. Observe. Then come back and tell me what shifted. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed one of these principles at play? Or seen someone apply it? Quietly, clearly, without ever raising their tone? If yes, drop your story. Let the learners learn. And stay aware. Because every real story is another insight in social strategy. Like water, like fire. These tools can lift you or leave damage behind. It depends on you, how you use them, when you use them, and why. So use with care, use with intention, and never to harm.